Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So as promised, I'm going to do my New York sketchbook tour. As some of you may know, I was in New York a couple of weeks ago, and I decided to have a travel diary while I was there and kind of record what I saw and what I liked and stuff like that. But before we get into it, I really wanted to show you what I decided to pack with me in terms of art supplies. So basically, I wanted to keep it very minimal, and yeah, I wanted to test out the Viviva Colorsheets to see how travel friendly they really are. And so basically, this was one of the things I took with me. I used it up quite a bit, and I noticed that some of the colors are harder to work with once you really get into them, but for travel size, it's really comfortable, and I highly recommend it. And I also brought these tools with me, which is a mechanical pencil with some colored lead in it, and a fine liner, and also a brush pen. And while I was there, I actually bought some color pencils, and you will see me use them further along in the sketchbook. So I bought the Prisma color Col-Erase. If you want, I will make a review on them. Overall, I'm pretty satisfied with the quality of them, and I'm so happy I got to purchase them there. Let's get into the actual sketchbook. So I actually started my sketches at home because I wanted to test out the art supplies and see what will work and what will not. And I started basically sketching out some of the things I packed with me. So I sketched out my black backpack. I sketched out my cosmetic bag, which is like a 2-story one. It's from River Island. My seeing glasses, my phone, passport, of course, socks, black jeans, that's pretty much all I wear, and my leather jacket. So after that, I decided to sketch out my travel day, which was actually 2 travel days. We basically had to take a train from the city where I live in to Bucharest, and then we flew to Istanbul, and we waited for about 3 hours there, and then we actually traveled to New York, which was an 11-hour flight, and it was my longest flight until now, and I'm pretty glad it's over. After a while, I started to feel really not at ease, and yeah, you have to do something to pass the time, but it was fine. So once we got to New York, we got to the hotel, which was actually near Times Square, and the first thing I saw outside my window was the Empire State Building. The next day, because we were so tired, we actually had to sleep a while, and the next day we started roaming around the city, and we went to Chrysler Building. We went to a nice park, which was near Grand Central Station. We had some soup and a nice lunch, and yeah. So at Grand Central Station, I had to sketch out the ceiling. If you haven't been there or you haven't seen pictures of it, it's a really nice ceiling with really beautiful details, astrological signs and stuff like that. So this is what this illustration is. The next day, I think we went to Central Park, which is pretty much a lot bigger than I expected. I mean, we didn't get to finish traveling through all of it. We kind of stopped at the Met Museum, and we saw a cute raccoon on the way. Some really cool people dressed like really fashion. There was a guy that was taking a photo shoot. It was really extra. We saw turtles and a lot of greenery. So yeah, Central Park is definitely a place that you should visit in New York. So in another day, we went to the Flatiron Building. The Flatiron Building is near Madison Square Gardens, and you can sit there on a bench, have lunch, and relax. And yeah, in the metro, we saw this really cool guy dressed with a silver skirt. Yeah, he was a really interesting character. So after the Flatiron, we actually went in another day on the High Line path, which is like an old railroad that was transformed into a park, and it's a really long way to walk, but it's really cool. You can see really nice buildings across the way, and it's a really nice way to see the city from up top. And we also went to the Museum of Modern Art. We saw pretty cool stuff there, from Van Gogh, Frida Kahlo, Andy Warhol, Jackson Pollock. Basically, the Starry Night painting was the most popular over there, and people were shoving themselves to get a picture with it, which I really didn't get. But yeah, it's a really nice museum to go to, and it's free on Fridays, so I highly recommend it. Another thing I really liked was the Brooklyn Bridge. It's a really good place to take nice Instagrammable pictures, actually, and we had a really nice sunny day, and it was very hot outside. And yeah, we went to Dumbo, and there are a few nice places where you can look for books and stuff like that there, so definitely go check out Brooklyn. I'm kind of sad that I didn't get to explore Brooklyn more in my trip, but hopefully next time. Another day we took the Staten Island ferry boat to see the Statue of Liberty. We didn't actually go to the island where the statue is. We just had a nice ride on the ferry boat, and then we went to the 9/11 memorial, where you can find the One World building, which is absolutely huge, and the monument from One World is very emotional. I think there were a lot of people that were still like kind of crying, and there were flowers over there. So yeah, 9/11 is definitely a place you should go see. It's a constant reminder of how well they recovered from this tragedy because of this building right here. And the last illustration I did is with all the gifts I bought. Well, not all of them, but some of them. Actually, a few of these are, well, most of them are for me. So I bought some measuring cups from Anthropology, this cute dress, the Prisma color pencils, a cute tea towel, some makeup, and the acrylic gouache, home fragrance, and a basketball cap for my brother. So yeah, this is pretty much what I managed to do in my trip. I wish I could have done more illustrations, but to be honest, it's really hard to sit down and draw while you're in New York, because it's such a wonderful city. And I'm really glad I chose to do this, because this will be a constant reminder of everything I saw. And yeah, it's more than just having pictures. And the sketchbook is from Leigh Ellexson, if you're wondering. I got it in the mini gallery box. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. It's not very long. Yeah, don't forget to check out my Patreon page if you want to support my illustrations, and don't forget to subscribe if you're interested in this type of content. And thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.